Hi, friends, and welcome to Peace is Here. I'm your host, Avis Kalfsbeek. This is another episode in the Wolff Peace series, a journey through Robert Paul Wolff's 1966 anthology, Political Man and Social Man. In each episode, we pair one of the great political theorists from Wolff's book with someone who lived peace as a daily radical practice. Together, they help us explore the tension between power and principle and what peace truly requires. The thinker, Plato, 428 to 348 BCE. Today's thinker is Plato, philosopher, teacher of Aristotle, and author of The Republic, one of the most influential works in Western political thought. Wolff's anthology discusses Plato's essay, The Fall of the Ideal State. In The Republic, Plato outlines an ideal society led by philosopher kings, but in the essay, The Fall of the Ideal State, we examine what happens next, how this imagined utopia degrades over time, shifting from reason and justice to greed and power. Each stage of decline, from timocracy to oligarchy to democracy to tyranny, represents a move further from the soul's harmony. Plato believed that a just state depends on just individuals, people ruled by reason, not appetite or ambition. When appetites rule, the state falls. When the soul of the ruler is disordered, the soul of the city follows, he wrote. His vision is sobering. Peace is fragile. It requires constant inner and outer balance. Peace Pairing, Bell Hooks, 1952 to 2021. To deepen this vision, we turn to Bell Hooks, feminist, educator, and fierce advocate of love as a political ethic. In works like All About Love and Teaching to Transgress, Hooks challenged the idea that love is a private, sentimental force. For her, love is a radical public act, a choice to nurture growth, connection, and justice in a world that rewards domination. She writes, "There can be no love without justice." Where Plato saw a society slipping into disorder when desire takes the reins, Hooks imagined reclaiming order through care. She believed that schools, homes, and even activist spaces must practice love, not just preach about peace. Together, Plato and Hooks remind us peace isn't the absence of conflict, it's the presence of values. Without love, the ideal state falls, but with love, even a broken one can rise again. Your peace questions to ponder. Big picture. Can a society truly be peaceful if love is excluded from politics? Day-to-day life. Where do you practice love as a public act? Through your work, your voice, or your listening? That concludes this episode of Peace is Here. You can learn more at aviskalfsbeek.com, where I share updates on this podcast and my books. I write best friend activist short fiction in the Pedro the Water Dog Saves the Planet series, eco-adventure novellas for readers who care about justice, joy, and saving the world one story at a time. And I'd be grateful if you followed my Kickstarter campaign at aviskalfsbeek.com/Kickstarter. Coming up next, more thinkers, more peace pairings, and more bold questions from the Wolff Peace series. This episode is human narrated by me, but created with the help of AI, which has promised to let me know if it makes something up. So far, no confessions. But if you believe I've missed something, or if you just want to say hello, I'd love to hear from you. Podcast music is Dalai Lama Riding a Bike by Javier Peque Rodriguez. You'll find links to his music on Spotify and Bandcamp in the show notes. If you enjoyed this podcast, it really helps me if you subscribe on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen. A quick rating or review helps others discover peaceful, independent storytelling. And if you have a project that can use a calm, peaceful narrator, my cloned voice, Amaya Calm, is now available in the 11 Labs voice library. AMAYA Calm. The voice is designed to support storytelling that promotes peace and dignity. You can even have Amaya Calm read to you using the 11 Labs Reader app. She sounds like this. Peace is not something you wish for. It's something you make, something you do, something you are and something you give away. John Lennon. If you haven't used 11 Labs yet, it helps me if you use the link in the show notes below. The link is try.11labs.io/peace, and 11 Labs is spelled out. I'll earn a small affiliate payment which supports my creative projects focused on peace. I'm Avis Kalfsbeek. Thank you again. Until next time, listen for the peace.